Die before you die. Get used to that phrase from me, because that's going to be the predicate of everything that I say from now on. And it's the secret of all religions and Zen Buddhism and yoga and everything. And one of the predicates of this is that there's a foundation of an individual in two parts, a body and a spirit. And the whole secret of Freudian psychology is a direct quote from Freud, saying that the ego is a body ego. So one of the great secrets here is that the body has to die before you die. The other night I went to a Zen Buddhist temple here. They showed me how to sit and do Zen. And the big secret there is to remain completely still. Well, while I was doing it, you breathe through the nose, but remain completely still for a long period of time, like 20 minutes. And that's like what I call being dead. If the body doesn't move, you're asleep. Sleep is 1/60th of death. The whole purpose is the death. So here we are, I'm sitting there, and then so I'm dead. Then they do a walking meditation, which I call halakha, because it's the way to walk. The other thing is a sitting meditation, which I found no different, by the way. It's just that the spine is vertical in the tree formation, rather than the savasana posture in yoga, the corpse pose, which is the whole purpose of yoga. The whole purpose of a yoga session is to finish with a corpse pose. And that corpse pose is also supposed to be quite a long time. And in the corpse pose, you remain motionless and you breathe. So the body has to do with physical action. Body's dead. And the only thing that's living, so to speak, is the breathing in that body, and that's the spirit, the breathing power. This is brought down in Judaism. You can say it's a Yetzer Hara, Yetzer Tov. You can say it's the Guf and the Ruach. You can say anything, you know. The difference between a Rasha and a Tzaddik. Well, the purpose is that it's brought down in Islam exactly as a hadith of Muhammad, die before you die, and then the whole thing is explicated very well in Sufism because Rumi said it. And it's brought down with all things. I feel that Cain is also somebody who died before he died, because he was punished and said, oh, it's more than I can bear. And so they put a sign on him so those who see him wouldn't kill him. So he's died before he died. And this is the whole secret of of spiritual growth. And it's the two secrets of the mezuzahs, either being vertical like a spine or horizontal like a spine. And for me, I like the yoga, the savasana asana position of lying flat on the floor, or to tell you the truth, flat on the bed. And so, for 20 years I've been sleeping with a pillow, and last night I slept without a pillow, and I was a dead man. Lying flat on my back. This is just the start of an explication here of the die before you die concept, because it's dead man walking. It's no different really than a person who has a death sentence in a prison or receives a medical prognosis that they have an illness unto death and you have 6 months to live. And so this time is propitious between the actual physical death that we call death and the time before that. And so that you're living in death. When you do the savasana, may I suggest, just lie flat on the floor. And remember that breathing means breathing through your nose. Okay? The nose is the organ of breath. And if you notice that the nose has a one, and then like a vav here, and then another hole, that means sus, means horse, but it's also like a yud, vav, yud. And that's an aleph. It's a little dot, line, dot. And the whole secret of pranayama is found in the corpse pose. Okay? And the ego has to die, the body has to die for the self to enter, or the higher levels of dimension in the Jewish point of view. And so, this is just the opening of a die before you die continuum. Continuum is a good word because that's actually the resurrection of the dead. The resurrection of the dead is someone who's dead and then breathing, and that brings his entire episode to life.